Hello YouTube, I'm back again today, this time with a new series in which I want to talk about my favorite deck, which is Pyramid Turtles, and to kind of go through the different builds I've done and the different tech choices I've decided to use on the way, and kind of lead up into the deck that I want to use during the September ban list. And before I continue on with the video, I just want to say, Pro Winston, good luck at Worlds. We all here in the US hope you do great. And to start off this, my first exposure to zombies pretty much was in the game Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Masters World Championship 2006. When you start the game, you get to choose from between 5 or 6 different decks, and I chose the Zombie Madness Structure deck, and this is the deck. This is the cards that consist within the deck. I didn't edit it when I played the game, which in hindsight I probably should have to make it a little better. But it proved to be pretty good. But considering that this deck isn't nearly as good as what I'm using now, between just not being very consistent and not having a lot of the cards that we have now, I just kind of want to get through this. We have 2 Despairs from the Dark. The easiest way to pull it out is with Call of the Mummy, but you can also use Book of Life, and you contribute it for double costing. Vampire Lord, or Vampire Genesis, you have to remove from play a Vampire Lord. I mostly used it as a 3000 beater because its effect is not very good when comparing it to things we have now, such as Zombie Master. Dark Dust Spirit, it did not synergize very well with the deck because it could not be special summoned, and it just returned to the hand after its use. So, and also, its destroying effect, where it destroys all other monsters on the field, really only came in handy in tight spots. Then we have the 2 Rokokis and a Vampire Lord. These are the main cards used to pull out with Pyramid Turtle. Master Kyoshi, it's a 1750 vanilla, not that good. Double costing, just a 4-star 17 attack that can kind of pull out Despair from the Dark. We have 3 turtles, which make up the main engine of the deck, where when it gets destroyed by battle, you bring out your beaters and try to beat over your opponent. 2 Regenerating Mummy, 18 4-stars. Their effects aren't all that good. We have Vampire Lady. It's a weaker version of Vampire Lord. Soul Absorbing Bone Tower. I'm not a big fan of this card, but I've heard that some people are a fan of it. And Spirit Reaper, which is just an amazing card. It can be a wall, or it can get at your opponent's hand. 2 Book of Lives to bring back your zombies and control your opponent's grave. 3 Call of the Mummy to pull out your big zombies already in your hand. 3, I remember Clogged kind of badly. Card of Safe Return. This card, this is one of the cards I feel should never come back if the game stays the way it is with so much graveyard control. 2 creature swaps. You want to give your opponent your Pyramid Turtles, take their good monsters, and attack into your turtles to pull out your good monsters. Trinade, so you can clear up your opponent's back rows to go for pushes. Same with Heavy Storm. At the time, Mystical Space Typhoon was at 1. Nobleman to deal with your opponent's set monsters. maybe hit that man-eater bug that could cost you the game. Pot of Greed. Who doesn't love an insta +1? Reloads were used to put back dead cards such as your tribute zombies, such as Rokoki, and try to fish out your turtles. Snatch Steal. Steal your opponent's monster and beat them with it, or tribute it for a zombie. 3 Compulse. I remember this being a little bit of overkill, but Compulse is a very good card. If you've seen my latest build, I run it at 1, and it helps you get over those shooting stars and whatnots. Dust Tornado, just more back row hate. Magic Jammer. I've never been a fan of this card, but sometimes you need to negate that monster reborn. Reckless Greed. It's a pseudo +2. Or it's a pseudo +1. But in the long run, I heard someone make a good point that it's a neg 1 in the long run. Personally, I think it's only good at 3. And Torrential just for monster hate. Obviously, probably one of the worst builds I've played with, but it's what got me into the zombies. And so I have some nostalgic memories with this. I will make more videos about other decks I've used pretty soon. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.